Hello everybody, my name is Liberty Poop and welcome back to another Ruby video. So as many of you know, 5 days after I got the car, someone in Dallas hit me and broke my taillight, and then I had to order a new taillight and the turn signal was amber because all red taillights are super expensive. So anyways, I'm finally getting around to fixing the taillight. Here you can see the old broken one and the new one. I've actually been spraying the new one right here with some Testors clear enamel. Now, I looked up a guide and the guy said to use this, but I didn't read the guide well enough. So I just went down to AutoZone and grabbed some enamel and I was like, hell yeah, some gloss protective enamel, that should do it. Well, I got done and I'll put some video up right here of me fucking up the tail light, and then you can also see how it looks like it's spray painted. But it's all good. I removed it all with some what's it called, acetone. But then anyways, I thought that the problem was just that this color was too bright, so I went to the store and I got this color, which is slightly darker. So you can kind of see it's slightly darker right there. And also this one is Regal red, and this one right here is Sunrise red. So I was like, alright, cool, I got my Regal red enamel and I painted it and it still looked like spray paint instead of like a dye. So I looked at the guide again, and dumbass me realized that I didn't see where it said transparent enamel, so Lindsay was kind enough to go to Hobby Lobby for me while I was at work and get this Testors spray enamel. This is code 1605, Gloss Custom Red. I don't know how well you can see it right there, but that's what this is for anybody that wants to do this. And I've been using the old taillight to kind of compare. I think it looks a little better than the modded blinker of the old taillight on mine. So now I've just got to go and spray some clear enamel on it. You don't want to use lacquer, which I did originally buy before because the guide said to use lacquer, but I looked at the directions and sure enough it says not to use it on enamel, and I googled it. Apparently it's because lacquer dries quicker than enamel and it can crack the shit out of your red enamel that you've sprayed. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray a couple layers of this crystal clear enamel on here. Now let me see what the directions say. The directions say to shake it well, hold about 10 to 16 inches back, and let's see, keep motion spraying, apply 2 or more light coats a few minutes apart. So that's not really specific. So I'm going to do a first coat here, and then I'm going to come back and do a second coat, and hopefully that'll give the new section the look of the original section, because honestly the modded part on the last one looked kind of dull. I'm hoping to make this one look closer to original. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to look pretty damn good. And of course it's important to read the directions of the products that you're using for the best results. This says to shake it until the can rattles and then shake it for a minute after that. So I'm going to shake this for about a minute. Okay, that's not exactly a minute, but it's close enough, so we'll go ahead and do some base sprays to get some practice in. There we go. Alright, now let's move our way over. There we go, and she's starting to look pretty good. Alright, so there's one coat. It says wait a few minutes. Let me just see here. Yeah, just a few minutes apart. Let's see, apply 2 or more light coats a few minutes apart. For best results, apply multiple coats versus applying one heavy coat. Recommended for outdoor surfaces. I'm just going to go ahead and close up my box so no leaves or dirt or any nasty shit like that gets on the lens and makes it look all funky. And we're going to come back in a few minutes. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes since that first coat's gone on, and I've already shaken my can up. So I also kind of angled it a little bit so I could get the side portion of it a little better, because I feel like whenever it's sitting flat in the box, it's hard to get, you know, like down there on the sides. Alright, I think it's starting to kind of look like an actual finished product. So just wait a little bit and I'll do one more coat. For some reason, my GoPro decided to stop recording audio on the camera itself for the whole day. So the rest of these videos, I am voicing this over as if it was kind of a gameplay video. Here's my favorite part, pulling this last piece of tape off, because oh my god, that feels so good. You can see here that it actually looks pretty good, but if I were to do this again, I would put the tape on the other side of that black line because you can just barely see the amber for the turn signal behind there. But that being said, I think it looks a whole lot better than it did before, and honestly I think so far it hasn't totally cured yet, but I think it looks better than the original taillight with the modded red turn signal, because it looks to be a little bit brighter in my opinion on this. So let's just go ahead and walk our taillight on over to the car and install it. Gotta take the car cover off. Peekaboo, I see you. No, I'll pop that in there and yeah, there we go. Alright, so here we are with the final resulting product, and honestly, I think it looks pretty damn good. It doesn't seem to be too far off from the original taillight, and in fact, I mean, it looks pretty identical to the one on the left that I didn't do. So you can see it's actually a little bit brighter, in fact, where the one on the left is a little bit darker. And also doing voiceover for this is pretty hard whenever you aren't, saying this as you would do it. But anyways, I think it looks pretty damn good. Like I said, you can see that the one on the left is a little darker. I might go over it with some acetone in the future and redo it just so that way it exactly matches. Oh shit, I'm doing my outro. My name is Lovey the Poop. This is another Ruby video. We just did the taillights, and there was something else here. What the fuck did I do? Oh yeah, the products that I used. Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear Enamel, and there we go. Where the fuck? Come on, point at the camera. There we go. Testors Transparent Red Enamel. Again, that was color code 1605, like I said before. But anyways, that is the exact products that I used in this. I didn't use anything more, anything less. Well, I did use painter's tape, so it looks pretty good. But anyways, leave a comment down below, and I'll see all of you in the next episode. Goodbye! Hey, I did pretty good on that voiceover, even though I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.